My mom passed away and her house was going into probate. And I called Community Legal Services of East Palo Alto, and they introduced me to Laurel.
Susan had tried to take on doing the probate administration of her mother's estate by herself and was not having a whole lot of success because it's a complex area. There's a lot of paperwork that has to be done. You have to deal with a lot of court procedures.
This was the first time I'd ever have to deal with something like this.
The trust and estate cases that we get in our office tend to be incredibly challenging. Laurel really has the expertise to take on cases like this, and she also has the resources of a large firm, McDermott, Will & Emery.
We all deserve good legal representation, and the area of trust and estates is actually a lot more complex than some people think, especially in the probate administration area. And if you don't have the funds with which to pay for legal counsel, you can get yourself into a whole lot of trouble, and that's not fair.
Didn't want to lose my mom's home, the house that I grew up in, and I'm a grandma now, and I wanted my grandchildren to have a place to stay.
There are going to be times when I need assistance from other people in the community, and I hope that people would be willing to jump in and help me, and I feel like it's my duty to help others when they need assistance.
By now, I'm sure we would have lost the house if it hadn't been for her.
We all can grow a lot from helping others.
Providing pro bono services is ingrained in Latham and Watkins culture. In 2015, our lawyers logged more than 188,000 hours of pro bono services. The Silicon Valley office of Latham has had a long relationship with CLSEPA. Over the last 8 years, we've done about 36 cases. They've included U visa cases and Violence Against Women Acts cases and a wide variety of housing cases, including, for example, the case that I just worked on with patient Ren, one of our associates.
As a litigator, we are trained to marshal facts and to understand the laws so we can best advocate for our clients. In the case that I did with CLSEPA, it has really helped my client immensely. It was a landlord-tenant dispute. There were a lot of facts that could help our client. She was a single mother working long hours to support herself and her daughter. The fact that she was able to get the dispute resolved and get some money back for rent abatement, it really helped her situation.
We try to carefully match the resources that we have within Latham to the unique needs of our local offices.
The work that Latham and Watkins does with our clients and our community is life-changing and life-saving. With the immigration program, they have been particular leaders on taking cases involving asylum and U visas. Studies have shown that without an attorney, families in these types of proceedings have a very, very slim chance of success. However, with representation, their chances of success in obtaining the protection that they deserve under our law is exponentially greater.
One of the most important things to me is to stay connected to my community, to know who lives there and who might need my help. And doing pro bono is one of the important ways for me to be connected to my community.
Today we're here at the Unitarian Church in San Mateo for the launch event for the campaign to put tenant protections on the ballot in the city of San Mateo. And Faith in Action has been working on this issue now for almost 2 years. This displacement crisis that so many of the families around here have been facing, people who are being evicted, people who are having their rents increased by $1,000. This is now a campaign to actually change the law so that people can be protected under the law.
Faith in Action Bay Area, we seek to uphold the dignity of all members of our community. So we fight for racial and economic justice from San Francisco down to Mountain View. And we do it from a place of what our traditions of faith teach us. We, as an organization, believe that those who are most affected by these issues are the most equipped to lead these movements. We are one of 6 cities that are going to the ballot for renter protections this year: Richmond, Alameda, Oakland, San Mateo, Burlingame, and Mountain View. And we're gathering enough signatures to be able to put it on the ballot. And we're doing this effort and fighting this fight in San Mateo, knowing that we're part of a larger effort and that we're part of a larger movement.
Our partnership with Faith in Action has been critical to magnifying the impact of our housing advocacy work. Faith in Action has done a tremendous job of elevating the stories of individuals who are impacted by this, and by elevating those stories, they've been able to humanize people who are actually being victimized by the current situation, and they've been able to change the public discourse.
When we go out and we engage the community, we do it with the intention that folks already have a lot of internal knowledge, they already have a lot of power, and we are just trying to create the spaces for them to be able to bring that out into the world.
I had some felonies on my record that I wanted to get dismissed because it was hard to get work, and I felt like I wanted to get a passport to go visit my sister overseas, and I felt it would be easier if I didn't have the felonies.
How would you like to be defined by the worst thing you've ever done in your life?
The attorneys working with Community Legal Services in East Palo Alto helped me to reduce and dismiss my felonies.
The service that the joint collaboration between HP and DLA provides is a record sealing clinic that occurs monthly.
DLA Piper and Hewlett-Packard had already formed a partnership in Sacramento, and they wanted to duplicate that project down in the Bay Area. So they reached out to us to try and start a similar type of project in San Mateo County.
Because I deeply believe that people in general should be given second chances, that once you've paid your debt, you should be able to move forward.
Because I was in the process of resolving my felonies and trying to get them dismissed, my boss at my job was willing to hire me and give me a chance.
Every client I've worked with has told me that one of the key reasons why they're doing this is to start a new chapter in their lives.
My overall attitude, my self-confidence, basically the relief of knowing that I did something positive with my life.